All right, people. Peace. It's IsRasAmRasElite. IsRasAmRasElite, M.C.I. And I'm back on this thing again called YouTube, so I can come get you the information you need to be able to combat the lies. All right, today we're going to be talking about me, M.C.I. We're going to be talking about Dane Calloway, Garfield of the Dagger Squad, and New Aboriginals, and the Pan-Africans, the African Coalition in America. We're going to try to touch on all that, but I don't have all day to be talking about it. So I'm going to have to break it down the way I'm going to break it down. Okay. So right now we got Dane Calloway first. Dane Calloway is the leaders for the Aboriginals of the New Era. Like New Era Detroit, New Era Aboriginal. They speak for themselves. They don't unite with no Moors who brought the information from the Spanish-speaking population, Latin-speaking population of South America, Central America. The Moors was able to retreat down there from North America into Florida and the Grenada Islands, the Moorish. So the New Age Aboriginals are saying that Moors are not Indians, particularly indigenous one, Michael Hampton, and Chief Inspector General of the Fana Nations, Chief Wushanu, and Chief Samsung, or Chief Sagamore, excuse me. So we have Dane Calloway first. Let's get right to the nitty gritty. Dane Calloway, granddaddy, is a 6th generation chief. And we have Chief Kalinago, was given credit by Brother Chanchaz the other day about being the first on the Aboriginal scene. So we got Dane Calloway's 6th generation granddad is a chief over there in Virginia somewhere. You got Chief Kalinago. I asked him on his video, was he a mainlander or an islander? And he never told me what he was because he have an accent. And I don't know where the hell Chief Kalinago is from. From what I know, Kali is black and Nago is nigger. So we have black nigger. I don't know what Kalinago mean because you have Kalinago in the Dominican Republic. And they have the Cacique and Suzerainty. They answer to a head chief, and all the Caciques are on the other islands. So we got Kalinago, who could be the Kalinago who defeated so-called Christopher Columbus. And they don't know nothing about no damn Chief Kalinago that's on the YouTube. You know, unless he's from them, and we don't really know. We have to find out if he's from them. But anyway, let's get to Dane Calloway and the Chiefs. You know, we're going to do the Chiefs, Dane Calloway and the Chiefs, the Pan-Africans and the Pharoahs. And of course, we're going to do me, M.C.I. Of course, we're going to talk about me today. So we have Dane Calloway first. First of all, I'm from Chicago, man. Don't get it twisted that we hold on to the Creole culture of Louisiana, Mississippi, and, you know, Belize and other places like that we know who do Carnival and Mardi Gras. If you got Mardi Gras in your blood, you one of us, man. You one of us. If you ever went to Mardi Gras, you know people who attend Mardi Gras and any West Indian parade, you know damn well you an Indian. And that's what make Moors Indians. So I'm going to connect Moors to the Indians. And I'm going to prove Dave Calloway is a Moor. And I'm going to prove that the Pan-Africans has to be agents or some retards. So let's start with Dane Calloway. I'm sorry for repeating myself. Okay, Dane Calloway is, granddaddy is a chief. Now, this is Latin. We know Latin is Phoenician or Venetia. Venetia is Venezuela or Finnish, Finland. You understand what I'm saying? Phoenician. So you look right down here, it says chief and sheik. It could be the same. So chief and sheik. And I know it's the same because chief is a mispronunciation of shike, kashike. So I know what I'm talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. And that's why I'm the leading source for information for Moorish, the Sun's chosen people, IsRasAmRasElite, and of course indigenous people with civility and common sense. So Latin Old French. We know Jean-Baptiste du Sable, founder of Chicago, was Old French. Old French is the French before the white people. Whenever you see Old Mech, Old French, Old Spain, Old English, is the so-called black people Moors. So let's deal with the fact that Dane Calloway, granddad 6th generation, is Old French. He's a chief. He's a capu. He's a capo, Latin boss. So we dealing with Chief Sagamore with the Pocono. He's a chief because he called himself a chief. We got Chief Kalinago, We got Chief Red River, a river fire, who did the video with Indigenous one the other day. These are all Moors, and they are fake. So I'm exposing this shit right now because they say Moors are not Indian, but they're using our language. I would prefer for them to use their language to describe their bosses. Because, like for example, in Alabama, because we're connected to the Itzachata or the Hichachi, we are connected to Mexico. If you're not connected to Mexico, you are not Alabama. You are lying indigenous one. So let's check this out. In Mexico or Alabama, in the Florida area, we would call our bosses Miko, Umiko, Amico. This is where the word Amico come from. So like chief is a boss. We say Miko, Michael, like Omiko, Omeka, Mecca, Macon, Georgia. Say Macon, Georgia. These people don't have a clue about Creole and how to speak Creole. They speak perfect English in these public schools. They don't pay attention to the Creole speakers in their family. They don't have a relationship with the islanders like that in North America, these new Aboriginals. So 80 to 90% of them are straight liars, man. If some of them got West Indies relatives, they would be telling you. They would be breaking it down like, I just went to the festival, I just went to the islands, I just went to St. Lucia, St. Croix, I just went to the Virgin Islands, I just went to this island, I just did Carnival. They never telling you nothing. The only festival they got in Chicago was Bud Billiken Parade. Other than that, you got the people family reunions who might mention some Native American. Other than that, the new Aboriginals is fake following Dane Calloway. Now let's deal with the fact that Dane Calloway is a damn Latin old French chief grandson. So that makes him a de facto Moor because French is Moors, Latin is Moors, Phoenician is Moors, Carthaginian is Moor, and Moor is majority. That means we are the majority on the planet. That means we are more than you. That means we are all about love. There's so many ways we use Moor. And Moor definitely is a Marine, just like Jean-Baptiste's disciple. So we got Dane Calloway, who's a chief. This is grandson of a chief. We have Chief Kalinago, who's a chief, who's a Moor chief, because he's Latin. There's no way around this, the etymology. Okay? It's no way around it. So, let's deal with the facts, and we're going to break the video down with the true first. Highest in rank for power, most important or prominent, supreme, best placed above the rest, from old French chief. Like I say, a capo is an Italian or a Latin man, and it comes from the Morocco. Remember, French always occupied Moroccan territories or where the Moors was at. That is the colonial Europeans taking over. Before then, it was the nobility Moors running this French Latin. Alexander Dumas, Alexander Pushkin of Russia, they gave them Latin. All them languages is Latin, man. You know, and Latin is Moors. When they say they civilized Europe, it was with Latin only. The Holy Moorish Empire speak Latin. They call them Black Catholic under Mary. They erased Mary, the matriarch, from Amara El Shawana and in that region of Africa. You don't know nothing about Latin no more. They stolen it. Latin is the mother tongue. The Africans is lying to you. I'm breaking it down. You never heard this from nobody before. You better be goddamn happy. I'm going to tell you that. Dane Calloway is a chief. He fake. Kalinago fake. Chief Red Fire fake. And if I can think of any more chiefs, they fake. Chief Sangamore fake. Because he should have his own damn title he came up with from his. Notice how his nephew with the big thick glasses sit up there and talk all this stuff about the Moors. But you know he don't talk a lot of crap, but he has his own belief. Why can't you call yourself chief? You speaking out your language. I heard him speaking his language on the video, but why didn't you say chief in your language? Why you have to use Latin? Because I'm telling you all that I'm speaking Latin Creole and Arabic Creole because that's who civilized them. Majority of their language is Arabic Creole. They saying Arabic words and they're tricking you like Al Mosan. Okay? Al Gokin. Al, the Al in Alabama is referring to Arabic. Al. Okay? So, let's deal with the fact that there are chiefs. They come from the Caciques Suzerainty of Tuscaloosa, who ran all of Alabama and Florida. Look up the Calusa people. Tuscaloosa means black warrior, okay? So let's deal with these facts. Let's deal with that we are part of Mexico and the Gulf of Mexico. Let's deal with Florida as a Moorish oasis. We're going to deal with all that before this video over with. I'm dropping the information that you need to get past these damn new age Aboriginals. and these damn Africans. So next, we got Dane Calloway out the way. He's a chief, and he wants to unite with young Pharaoh. So Dane Calloway want to unite with a known federal agent named Young Pharaoh. RFG Chosen One video was put in Google timeout for 2 weeks because he exposed Young Pharaoh as a federal informant. You can go to RFG Chosen One channel and see the information about Young Pharaoh being a federal informant. Dane Calloway wants to unite with Young Pharaoh. He don't want us to be African. He's saying they scam us, the Africans lying agents, but he wants us to unite. So Dane Calloway is on the hot seat for his leadership role in the Aboriginal community. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, Dane Calloway. So, chief is a Dane. Dane Calloway means a Callaway. It's a French term too from Europe origin. So we don't know about Dane, man, and he want to unite with the Africans. Dane, you got to answer to that. So next, I want to get past Dane Calloway. I want to do this quick. In the New Age Aboriginals, let's get right in on them so we can get on the Africans. The quicker that I can get to the African, Pan-African Hotep, the more interesting this video is going to be, because we're going to destroy them. We have to put the boot, the Timberland boot, the Brogan boot on their head, man. We got to put the sole of your fucking boots on the invader African head, and I got the facts. Why we going to do it today? All right. Now let's deal with the fact of the matter. Caciques. Okay, like I say, cacique in Latin America or the Spanish-speaking Caribbean and native chief. In Spain or Latin America, this is Moorish because before Spain there was Andalusia. In Latin is Moorish. So it's cacique. What you say sheik, sheikism, sheik, grand sheik for the Moorish Temple of America, you should be saying cacique. So you don't say it. You follow the people who slander the word by saying chief. The Europeans say Indians. They don't say Indian. They say Indians and chief. Cajuns, Indians. They don't know how to speak well because they were illiterate invader fighter people. So cacique is what you should be saying. You should not be saying chief. Chief is made up. It's like a boss. So let's do what you should be saying. Okay. We have suzerainty. Differs from true sovereignty as the tributary state or person is technically independent and enjoys self-rule. So you should be saying suzerain like Tuscaloosa the suzerain. Okay. You got Tuscaloosa the suzerain in Alabama. Okay, here you go right here. We got this. So he's the suzerain. Here's Tuscaloosa of Alabama, right? Okay, we got Tuscaloosa of Alabama. All right. And these is his people right here. These my relatives from Alabama. You see how we dress? And look just like you people who call us Africans. Now let's get to the Tuscaloosa who's a suzerain. DeSoto came here and destroyed our stuff. You see how they showing them meet up with our tall leader? You know. Now let me show you who Tuscaloosa really was. In 1539, Chief Tuscaloosa, black warrior in Chata. Don't say Choctaw. That's some other stuff. It's Chata. Fought and died in the only full battle between the Indians and the Spaniards, led by Hernando de Soto. So 1539, we was here already fighting the warrior, fighting the battle right in Alabama area. All this area was under siege by the so-called De Soto expedition. The city of Mobile, Alabama is named after Marvilla. It should be Mobile, Moab-il, but they changed it to Moabvilla, which is Spanish for Moab-il. In his exploration from Florida seeking gold, went on to the banks of the Mississippi River. So he came from here all the way up here, right here. So we right here then this Mississippi River. Okay? So where he died of syphilis in 1541. So De Soto was killed, but they're saying he died of syphilis, but he was killed, believe that. Now look how they whitening up. It's okay. You see all these white looking Indians, it's cool. You can never be a black warrior and be a white warrior at the same time. It makes no sense that they whitening us up. So let me get the Tuscaloosa to suzerain. I'm going to prove black Moors, Naga Moors, and Moors and Indians is the same. I'm going to crush the Indians, the Aborigines, and I'm going to also crush the Pan Africans in one day. Tuscaloosa was a paramount chief of Mississippian chiefdom. We claim Mississippi in Chicago. We don't claim Jamaica. We don't claim the islands and all. We love them people. We know them our people, but as our homeland, we claim Mississippi. And I'm telling you who our leader was when the Europeans and Africans, because the Spaniards was Africans who was under Alfonso of the Congo. The Alfonso of the Congo fought the Moors and the Marinids dynasties in Morocco, and they defeated them and chased them to Europe. After that, out of Europe, they chased them to America, to Nova Scotia. Now let's deal with this Tuscaloosa dude, man. Let's deal with this dude right quick. Alright. Okay, I want to get some information. Okay, the Plaza, Piache, Plaza Mabila, Inca, against the Inca Thalpa, Catamarca. The men occasionally feinted towards Tuscaloosa, hoping to fry him, a technique of manipulation De Soto had used against the Inca. So we was tougher than the Inca. Okay, alright, here we go. Okay, listen to what they say about Chief Tuscaloosa, who was really a suzerain. Chief of Tuscaloosa, who was such a tall man, he seemed a giant. Sunday, October 10, 1540, the governor entered the village of Tuscaloosa, which is called Altahachi, a recent village. It's called Altahachi. And the chief was on a kind of balcony on a mound. Okay, you see? That's why they call us Utah, the people of the highlands, because we build our houses on mounds. Those mounds are not what the New Age Aboriginals are telling you. The people of the highlands build our lands on mounds for a particular reason. Now I'll break that down a later day. Balcony on the mound in one of the square, his head covered by a kind of coif like the almazal. Do you know what the almazal is? So that his headdress was like a Moor's, which gave him an aspect of authority. He also wore a pelote or mantle of feathers down to his feet, very imposing. He was seated on some high cushions, and many of principal men amongst the Indians were with him. Many principal men was among him. Before this chief there stood always an Indian of graceful mien, holding a parasol on the handle, something like a round and very large fly fan, with a cross similar to that of the Knights of the Order of St. John of Rose. In the middle of a black field, and the cross was a white. And although the governor entered the plaza and alighted from his horse and went up to him, he did not rise, but remained passive in perfect composure, as if he had been a king. Okay, so I don't have to keep reading. They let you know the man looked like a Moor, dressed like a Moor. So this is the Indian. They even call him an Indian. It says this right here, where he's always an Indian of graceful mien. So I'm finna break it down. You could have brought my water in here too. But I'm finna break it down that the Moors and Indians is the same. You know, because they telling you he look like a Moor and he dressed like an Indian. So let's get up out of here. Title, Kashike. He's not a Kashike, he's a suzerain. They changed it ever since I dropped the story on it years ago. So let's get up out of here. We got one proof that the Moors are Indians in America. Now let's deal with this. Let's deal with the New Age Aboriginals. Let's get up out of here. Let's get up out of here. I don't have to keep on dwelling on it when you can just rewind the video and research for yourself. You know, because I don't have all day with a video like this. It can be basic, you know. So let's go straight to Nagamoraya. We're going to prove that niggas and Moors and Indians is all the same. Okay, so this is Vunivalu of Ba. This is in the Pacific Ocean. This is a turban-wearing Moor in the Pacific Ocean. Someone who should be respected. Louisiana, Mississippi Indian, American Moorish leaders. Empress Delphi Kamwashita of Wichita, of the Kansas people. They're not from Kansas, they're from Illinois in the Mississippi region. They was pushed there during the Kiowa-Iowa Wars and the Black Hawk Wars in Illinois. So this is Empress Verdiasi, L. Galston Bay, who was recently passed away, and she admitted that she is akin to the Pacific people like him of the Mu Archipelago in Hawaii and the Moorea Islands in French Polynesia. So, okay, let's deal with the fact that Indians are Moors with proof. We don't have to go back and forth with the New Age Aboriginals if we drop in proof. They have no proof that Indians is not Moors. They just telling you that Indians is not Moor. So, Moor mean majority. That means we're more than you. You know, when we love more than you, we do everything better than you. So you can't take that away from us. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the nitty gritty that Indians is Moors with my facts and my proof. I wish you could have got me some water. That would have been so convenient.
Water right here.
Oh, thank you. Alright, this is Moorish Prince of Marina Kingdom. Prince Ramahatra. I gotta drop this video right quick before I leave. Look how this man right here look like a Mexican. Like the Migos I be dealing with. He look just like him. Hey, that's deep, ain't it? He look like a Japan. But he looks like a Negro. Okay, they never show you his face making you think he's some mixed Indian. But when you hear the name Prince Ramahatra, you automatically think Indian, not realizing those are mongrels. Because of your low IQ in your Pan-African brain and your low IQ in your Aboriginal brain, which has been proven Aboriginals and Sub-Saharan Africans have the lowest IQs, you cannot fathom this reality, no matter how many times I echo it. Prince Ramahatra is from the Marina Kingdom, not from Madagascar. That is a new name put up on them people. They are Marina, they are Moors, and they are more than you. And this is the leader of the naval fleet in the Indian Ocean. So you need to know about him. That's why I dropped this gem on you to prove that Indians are Moors. This is a woman from the Marina Kingdom of Madagascar. It is falsely called Madagascar. She looks just like us in America, hair just like us. She is not Ethiopian. She is Asiatic Austronesian, just like the Australoids. If anybody want to debate, if you want more information on this, let me know. This is Tanala, Marina Kingdom, looking Asian, Asiatic, or whatever you want to call them. They their own people. You perverts for claiming them. They don't know you. Mind your own damn business. Look at the original Marina grandma. Look at her grandchildren. These people look just like us in America. You find people like this old lady right here, she's automatically an African. You so disrespectful. That's why I'm coming down with the hammer of truth on the African head and the Aboriginal head all at once. This is Naga. This is Naga. This is nothing to do with no damn African and no African dreams. That is made up crap, man. All of this is Indian. These tall building structures in Babylon, Sumeria is close to India. Civilization comes from India, not Africa. These people, the snake serpent culture, Lady of the Holy Cobra, they fled into Africa. They migrated to Africa via the Igupta Empire after the Ashoka dynasty, after the Nagamaraya. And the Nagamaraya comes from the Americans. Here is Nagadipa Purana Vihirama meeting in India. Look at the bed they had thousands of years ago, showing you their splendor. Sub-Saharan Africans cannot show you nothing like this. They can only attach themselves to grandeur and greatness. Look at the Indians of the dark skin. Look at the lips, just like the Negro. You are Indians. Why would the enlightened one on a blazing apparatus visit some people like this? They are just sub-Africans. This is in India. This is not Africa. And this is so-called Buddha, and I'm sure he was dark-skinned back in the day. And they just making them look light-skinned. So, snake worship and the snake culture has nothing to do with Africa. It is Hinduism. It is ophiolatry. You don't know nothing about what you're talking about. The Nagamaya in the Mexico region, the Maui Killamuamu civilization in the Pacific Ocean is all the same. You are asleep. The people are global, and the Moors and Israelites are on the same page. Here go Kush. Kushan Empire in India is the Ashoka. I say Ashoka. Now remember Shaka Zulu in Tanzania or Azania in South Africa. These men, Shaka Zulu, was attacked by the British after the British had already been up in India conquering. And they found out about the diaspora of Indians in Africa, Azania. The Azanians came to Africa to mine gold. Shaka Zulu of the Kushan Ashokan dynasty empire is in Africa to mine. Those are Indians, not Africa. The Kushan are the real indigenous because they come from the Kushan. But you are slow. You cannot put two and two together, and I can. Kucha, Kashka, Turfani, Tarfa. All of these people are Ethiopians who have went to Ethiopia after they was flooded up out of here. There's no white people. Barbaricum is Berberi. All of these people are related, and they're Asiatics. Berbers are Asiatics. You don't know what you were talking about following the Pan-African. You don't know what you're talking about following the new Aboriginal. I'm on top of this. And that is why I am Supreme Cobra Commander. This is Melanesian diversity in Oceania, Pacific Ocean, in the southern point of the equator, southeast near the equator. Look at the diversity. They have Melanesian blood. It is called Denisovan. And, of course, Neanderthal. The African blood is totally different because they are isolated into weird experiments throughout the ages. They are different now. The Naga, the cobra, is a symbol of Kundalini power, cosmic energy coiled and slumbering within man. It inspires seekers to overcome misdeeds and suffering by lifting the serpent power up the spine to God. Notice the snake tail and the snake head coming under the chin, out the head. All the years the pharaohs of Egypt been telling you that this is a damn beard. This is a snake, which is Hindu, Indian, Nagamoraya. They lying to you. I'm on top of it. I'm against Pan-Africanism. I am not uniting with no type of African or no colors. On top of that, the New Age Aboriginal is messing up. I love them. They're my family. I got to teach them. But I hit you with the hammer on the side of your damn Aboriginal heads, too. If you so damn stupid, you know, you're going to learn today. So let's deal with the facts. The facts of the matter is that the Marina Kingdom or the Madagascar people are Austronesian Indians, and they are responsible for the equatorial Indonesian pyramids, and they're responsible for the Nagamaya Central American pyramids via their naval, Moorish Navy, and they are responsible for the pyramids also in Africa. The same people. Not no goddamn Africans. I'm on top of this. My information is A1 butter supremacy. That's why I'm Supreme Cobra Command. Give me 1 second. Like I say, Dane Calloway is not on top of this. He's young. That's why I'm not faulting Dane Calloway. You new Aboriginals cannot think, so I'm not faulting y'all. But the Africans, they know better. They know what an Asiatic is. They know what an Australoid is. They know what an Indian is. They over in America to take your women. They want your resources just like any thirsty ass scamming ass African. That's why they want all of y'all to believe y'all African. Now this lady right here is Queen Rana Lova the First. She is responsible for killing Africans. She is responsible for killing Ethiopians. She is responsible for killing Christians not even 150 years ago. And she vowed to never let a Christian or African in her land. She's not racist and Pan-African, but she knew the Ethiopians was with the British. And I'm going to prove to you that this is a Moor woman and not a goddamn African or whatever y'all call the people. Now, this is Rana Lova. This is a pic that I got off of her wiki page. Burning Christians. These is Ethiopians trying to bring the Christian doctrine to Moorish Madagascar. They showing you she burning her own people that look like her. So we are not always the same. Now read closely. Queen Rana Valona, I said Rana Lova, I'm sorry. Queen Rana Valona, the first and most murderous woman in history, ordered the cliff hangings of Christian martyrs. Christian martyrs are people who are willing to come into your society and change what you believe for the advancement of Christianity. Now we know Christians came to America and killed the Indians. I'm showing you Queen Rana Valona is an Indian who they also tried to conquer, and this woman fought back and vowed to never, ever give an inch of her land up to the goddamn Christians. Look at the man with the mantle on. Look at the royal garb these men. Man look like a Chinese Asian, whatever you want to call them. Man right here with the curly hair look white or whatever. Man right here look Aboriginal dark skin. But they unified Marina Madagascar. They their own people in the 1800s. When your stupid self was picking cotton, when you was an African slave getting fucked, getting raped, getting bucked, they was fighting. So everybody ain't no goddamn African. Ain't nobody ain't no slave. That's what I'm trying to teach you. Everybody was not just bowing down getting on those slave ships. And if they was, they probably would jump out the water. You know, nobody was accepted. This is 1888. Christians getting burned. And this woman right here was the leader with her own crown. While you out here thinking that you know everything, The saints' religion is Judaism. Do you see the saint symbol? I can prove to you that this is a saint. The Israelites and the Moors come from the equator. They are water people. I have the proof. I'm just showing you pictorial evidence first. This saint symbol can be found in New Orleans with the Mardi Gras Indians. And I'm going to prove it to you that they are the same on the equator of Lusa, Louisiana, Alabama, Central America, South Africa, Indian Ocean, Madagascar, and Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, Australia, all the same people. The people up north in Africa, the people in Europe are savage freaks, and they're against us because we brought civilization, and they're stealing our stuff, stealing our women, stealing our resources. Okay? So I didn't prove to you. I don't have to dwell on it, because you can always go back and play the video over, and you can also research for yourself. These are the original black Jews in Marina Kingdom, not Madagascar. But it's Madagascar to you because you believe what your master teach you. They are burning enemies and killing Christians. This is a picture. Do you see the big fezzes on their heads? Them is Jews. You can Google Jews with fezzes on. Moors don't wear fezzes like this. You see the big old gun in his hand back here in the back, upper left? You see the burning stains? These are people getting burned because they burning Christians. Jews do not like Christians. You can look it up anyway. They are at war with Christians. The original Jews, not the Ethiopian, fake Ethiopian. These are the saints. Say saints. It is some of our people in Africa, just like it is some of our people in America. We are everywhere. But these are the real Jews that the Hebrews been telling y'all about. And you want to say the Hebrews don't exist? Well, I'm going to tell you that the Pan-Africans don't exist because Ethiopians are fake. They are enemies, and these are the real Jews in Marina Kingdom of Judaism, keeping the saint religion alive of pureness and holiness. The Moors are the people that I showed you Ramahatra on the boats with the best sailboats in the world. They can reach anywhere on earth in no time. They've been doing it before the white people. They've been doing it before the Africans, and you're hiding this from yourself because you don't want to accept it. The Ethiopians are their enemies. The Ethiopians are our enemies. You can look it up anywhere. We got people in Ethiopia called Amara. Them are people. This is Marina Kingdom. The little women, these are women doing a Nazi salute with Germans. But you people do the salute every day when you spending your money. So you want to say these are sellouts? That's on you. This is Madagascar, and these is Muslim. These is nationality symbols that come from India. This is a Nazi. Nazi means National Socialist. That means that you are about nationalization, just like the Nazarenes, so-called Jesus. So you looking at people that's in Africa doing Nazi salute, but you want to say they brainwashed? Well, I disagree. I say you brainwashed because I want a nationality. I don't want to be no damn African. I don't want to be no goddamn black. So I'm on top of you niggas, and you got to give me my credit. Okay. Here's the Moors. Here's your black Moors looking all black. They got fezzes on. You want to say they sellouts. But you don't do enough research to realize they've been fighting to stay Moor, which is majority. Moor means major. The J is silent, mayor. They want to be the majority. You want to be a minority. Because I guarantee you second class citizen, black mean minority. In the U.S. Constitution. Now, I covered the Marina Kingdom. But now, and I connected the Vanavulu of Baal of the Pacific Ocean with the American Moors with fezzes on. That is not all the information I'm about to drop on you before I go into M.C.I. Okay? That is not all I'm about to drop on you. So, let's deal with the fact of the matter that the Moors are Indians. Okay? And I say I'm going to get on top of the heads of the African, right? So, let's go to Blackamoor, Nagamore. Okay, Nova Scotia. Queen Scotia of the Egyptian Pharaoh's daughter. You know goddamn well the Egyptian Pharaohs was women. So this is Scotia. So you got the Nova Scotia people in Canada. They got kicked out of Canada and sent to Sierra Leone. Now you know Queen Scotia, they was kin to her. The Scottish. The Scotland people were niggas. You hear me? And you thinking Scottish and Scotia is white. They stealing your stuff. The Nova Scotia people and the Indian blacks of America. Google it. Now. Let's get to the facts. We have Rongo. I'm connecting Indian with Moor. This is the game crusher of the Aborigines. I'm not going to crush your spirits and disrespect y'all, but I'm going to teach y'all. because I'm going to crush the African spirits. That's my dream, because they want to steal. The filthy Africans want to steal, and you want to mock me on the internet and block my comments when I'm on your pages. Cool. You can do all that, African. You can do all that, but you know what it is. Let me get back because they can barely see. Let me break this down. This is Indus Valley. This is Easter Island. The signs and symbols are virtually the same, and they are pictographs, or hieroglyphs, what you want to call. They are pictographs, and I'm going to prove that Rongo Easter Island is older than Indus Valley. Indus Valley is older than Amharic and Phoenician. Phoenician and Amharic and Arabic is older than any African language. I'm about to crush some spirits today. Now listen, look at the same signs and symbols. Even the swastika is the same as Easter Island. So I'm telling you about the Marina Kingdom on the same equatorial latitude as Easter Island and Indonesia and South America. These people was on boats. So look at the Indian civilization pyramids in their red, white, and blue. Right here in America. They knew we were Indians. You out. Alright. Okay. I'm breaking it down. 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 Come on, man. Stop playing. Okay. I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking it down. We're going to have to get back to this. Let me get up out of this. Okay. Let's prove to you. Okay, we just went through the Rongo and the Easter Island script, right? That is same or similar. You know nothing about Easter Island. You know nothing about Rongo. Because the Africans is putting mucus on your brain. Easter Island Rapa Nui. Okay. Okay, check this out, my people. Okay. These fake white Indians don't worry about them. They play too many games all over the world. Now this is Rapa Nui. And you see the stuff on their head. They're not gonna show you the ones with the obvious fez on their head. Okay. We got the Rapa Nui, and their god is Ra. The Mui. These people god is Ra. They believe in Ra, and this is a memorial of where they're watching the sun rise, because they are Moors too. And they're on the ocean. These are giant statues in Easter Island. And they have a language called Rongo. Rapa Nui. Okay, this is Easter Island. Rongo. Okay, I'm about to break it down. Rongo. Glyphs discovered in the 19th century on Easter Island. It appears to be Writing or proto-writing. Numerous attempts at decipherment has been made, none successfully. Ha. Right. Well, if it's not successful, how come we connect Rongo with Hinduism? Right? Rongo and Tamil. Okay. Tamil is the same. Right now I'm proving Indians and Moors is the same. Decipherment. Okay, here we go. This video is going to be worth watching, man. Easter Island, Indus Valley scripts, Rongo is Oceanus. So I showed you who the Oceania people, the Melanesians. It's only indigenous script. It is found in one location, only in the center of the Pacific Ocean, over 1,000 miles from any continent. Do you see how powerful our ancestors was? They had boats to take a language and stones into the center of the Pacific Ocean, which is the Ring of Fire. Okay, we know that the first migrations to Easter Islands were deliberate. That means it was not by mistake, because they involved taking the people, plants, and animals needed to establish sustainable colonies. The script was first identified in 1864, and any suggestion that it originated after European contact are rejected on the basis that at least 2 of the Rongo tablets are dated to before their arrival. So this could not have got there by the Europeans. Okay. Tradition says the first king, Huata Mutua, brought with him 67 wooden tablets later on. That means we have been literate for a long time. The Austronesian Polynesians who first settled the island are likely to have arrived from the Marquesas Islands from the west. The island at one time supported relatively advanced and complex civilization. Advanced and complex. We now know that between about 3000 and 1000 before Common Era, speakers of Austronesian languages spread through island Southeast Asia, almost certainly starting out from Taiwan in the mid-2nd millennium BC. The distinctive Lapita culture, they would not be telling you if they have not studied this already and know who these people are. East from the Bismarck Archipelago until it reached as far as Tonga and Samoa. We know Tonga is the same people as what's the boy name from Chicago Bulls? Jabari, who played for the Bulls. He's Tongan. So we know what we dealing with. We dealing with the Melanesian people, man. We dealing with the Melanesian people. So we dealing with the Melanesian people. All right. We're not dealing with no damn mixed up peoples. 1 second. All right. We got Rongo, and we got the fact that Indus Valley and Easter Island similarities in script. In 1932, Wilhelm de Hevesy was the first academic to suggest a link between Rongo and the Indus script of the Indus Valley civilization in India. Alright, I'm not going to read all this. Just pause it and come back and read it your damn self because I already read it. So, the find of Indus Valley DNA in Australian Aboriginals suggests a contact between the two cultures. The Indus Valley DNA in come on now. The Australian Aboriginals, the Indus Valley. That's why we saying we are Australian Aborigines, because they gave birth to the Indus Valley. They gave birth to us, or we gave birth to them, vice versa. And the African got their own story they trying to replace us with so they can get some damn, some type of credence or respectability. They don't want to be sub-Saharan savages, so they trying to say that they started all of this, which is a goddamn lie. These people are weirdos, man. So let's deal with the fact that I just connected Tamil with Rongo in this valley. They're going to say Tamil or Timor. Look up Timor Indonesian. It's not in this valley. It's Tamil, man. And they pushing them people down south to the islands in Bengali, and the Moors out there in Indonesia and Tamil are all from Rongo. Now, I proved it, the connection through literacy. Okay. And I proved that Indians are Moors based on the European in my account in Alabama. And I already proved the Mardi Gras. I'm going to prove a little bit more. And I'm going to prove Central America Belize also. Maya is the same as Nagamaraya. Alright? And that'll crush the Aborigine germs so I can get on the African heads a little bit more. Okay. Well, I'm going to end this video in a little while. It's so interesting because I'm sure you never connected the dots like this, man. You never connected the dots like this. Alright, let's get out of here. Man. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to business. Okay. Remember I showed you the Kushko, right? The Kushan. Did I show you the Kushan? Kushan of India, right? The Kushan of India. Let's see if we can get some. Okay, we got some images. We got the Kushan Empire. Kushan, right? Let's deal with this. Let's deal with the Kushan Empire, which is not just some black people. It's a mixture of black and brown because you melanin is black and brown. So let's deal with the Kushan Empire, right? Now let's deal with Cusco, South America, Peru. We dealing with the facts, man. So we got Cusco, right? Cusco people. And they are now Almira in Bolivia, right? We got the Cusco people. Now let's deal with Quechua, the Hebrews. Quechua. Remember, Jesus from the Marina Kingdom fled to South America. You got to understand that they chasing this Jesus guy, this damn Nazarite, or whatever the people was in India and East Africa. These people was fighting over there by Rome, and they found him over here, the Quechua. Don't pay no attention to this goddamn white hunky right here. We know what they're doing. It's a war against us because we brought language. We brought literacy and we brought civilization via the Moors that I'm teaching you about right down now. A member of an American Indian people of Peru and parts of Bolivia, Quechua. They speak Quechuan language. Now I'm going to show you what they look like because I'm connecting India with the people who brought the Rongo script, Marungan and Tamil and Amharic Amara. We are called Americans. And you have the people called Amara Shawana. So you have connect America with Amara instead of Amerigo Vespucci. Now, Quechua Inca. Remember, De Soto conquered Quechua first. Then he came up to Alabama to Tuscaloosa, one of my great relatives. So we all the same, one group of people who was an empire, man. And they not one Aboriginal gonna teach you about Quechuan because they think they some goddamn white people. Now let me prove to you that Quechua is my people, like Luzia. Have you ever heard of the Aymara people? Aymara people are indigenous nation in the Andes and Altiplano regions. Okay? So, Latin, they have no business speaking Latin unless they are Indian, unless they are Phoenician. Now, let me connect the dots with the Indians and the Moors. You know nothing about the Aymara because they never teach you, and I'm teaching you today. Now, ignore this. I don't want you to ignore it to the point where you think I'm racist. This is Evo Morales, the president of South America, Bolivia. And he already admitted he had Negro blood. You can Google him saying he has Negro blood. All right. Now let's get to my people, the real, not Lake Titicaca, Amara. You see they have the Marina Kingdom clothing. This is clothing you're going to find in Marina Kingdom, Madagascar. I am going to show you the real Aymara. And I might have it on my page because they might be, sometimes they delete the pictures of the real Aymara. And then I'm going to show you the Mura. The Mura. Man, no, come on, man. Get them damn pan Aboriginals up out of here, man. Who out here teaching you Moors is not Indians. Okay. Let me see if I find her. I got her. I got the pics in my library if I can't find it right here, because they are very racist, just like their white masters. To hide Mexican culture and Aymara culture is the same. He already said that he's Negro and Indian. There's no way around it. But I want to see the more obvious. You see how they wear their hair like us? See that? Throwing that 5 up. Islamo. Okay. Let me just say black Aymara, because they not going to show it right here. Let's say black Aymara of Bolivia. Because it's a racial thing, man, with the Europeans. They trying to crush our dreams. And erase all of us. I'm talking about, I can't believe this must be updated because they don't even putting none of the dark skinned people up here but the ones I showed you. And they normally show the one with the cigar in their mouth. Alright, it's taking too long, man. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, okay, let's just do it. I have to show you what she look like. Okay, there they go. I seen ya. Oh, please come back to me. Oh, wow. Come on, I see you. Yeah, just seen them. There go one looking like a Mardi Gras. Where did that picture go? Oh, that is so unfair, man. I just seen you, buddy. They stealing our culture, these damn people, but you can't really deny them. Okay, I just seen the homie with the baby. Oh, that is crazy. Okay. Here's Aymara right here. This is Aymara. They up here showing you some goddamn white-looking Indians all they want. But this is Marina people just like in Madagascar. The Moorish. They will say Garifuna, African, whatever they want to say, man. That's our disrespect. But when we say Aboriginal, this is what we talking about, man. This is what we saying when we say Aboriginal, man. Clearly we invaded and they're going to create the mongrel mestizo. Say mestizo, mixed up population. They're going to show you that. Because they know your mind is stupid and weak. But not mine. All of this colorful colors, I'm going to show you right on the Madagascar Marina, people. Now let's get up out of here. Almira, let's do Mura. Mura. Let's say Mura. The Aboriginals of Dane Calloway, they're not doing no research. Trust me. They not doing no damn research and know anything about South America. But thank goodness I have the family in Central America where I'm able to keep up with the Jews who keeping their Jewish tradition and the Moors keeping their Moorish traditions in America and in the equatorial parts of the world. So we have Mura in Brazil. Let's say Mura map. Mura on map of South America. Okay. Let's just do images. Mura. It may just pop up, it may not. Who the heck knows? And once I prove my Moorish connection with the Indians, we can stamp out the Aboriginals. Okay, Mura of South America. These are real people, man. This is not no fake people. This is not make believe. The maps is gonna show you. The maps is gonna show you what the European want to show you right now. You know what I'm saying? So right now you can't comprehend that we might have lakes filled with pyramids in Mirror Lake, in Bolivia. We have another lake like this in Utah. We have a lake like this in Utah called Pyramid Lake in Utah. I can't pull up Mora on the map for some reason. It's like they hide everything on this computer, man. Here it is right here. Marco, Maxo, Peru, Quechua, Chakura, Makovi, like Muscovy, my people. Okay. I don't see anything about Mora. Let me get up out of here. But you understand there's some Mora people. I don't have to teach you. Now let's go up to Paramaca. Let's do Paramaca. Suriname. Okay, is it on here? No, let's do Paramaribo. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Paramaribo is Suriname, right? Paramaribo. I'm finna connect Paramaribo to Indians of India. Okay, you see the Suriname flag is just like Madagascar and the Grenadine Islands. I'm going to connect Paramaribo with Paramukal in India. Pyramids. Okay, Paramukal. Okay, let's see. No. Let's get out of here. I know what to do for this. I know what to do to prove that Indian and Moors similar. Same or similar. Let me get up out of here. It's like common sense what I just showed y'all anyway. And so I can hurry up and get on these Africans and get up out of here. I know what to show y'all. I showed y'all running over. Okay. I know what to show y'all. Okay, let me get up out of here. Okay, this is Florida. This is Florida taken in Panama City, Bay County, Florida. Turban feather. You feel me? Turban feather. 1854, European British man meeting with these Indians in Florida. State of Florida, 1845. Turban and feather. See, what I got to do is show y'all pictorial evidence because then you will not comprehend. New York flocks to West Indian parade for spirited celebration of Caribbean. They not flocking to Africa. They flocking to West India. Okay? So, they lying to you. Morena people. Mardi Gras people. You see the Indian connection? You see the Indian connection of the Mardi Gras? You see the Indian connection? You see the Indians? The people flocking to Caribbean islands. The people flocking down here because they are one people. They've been here. Okay? You see the Mayans leaving pictorial proof of who they were with the white slaves. You see they encaptured the white people and they slaved them. You see how they slaved them? Making them row the boats. Look at these stupid white people, man. They trying to invade. And they making the Mayans making them slaves. And that's why they wind up making you a slave. So I'm about to end the dream of Alton Ha. I'm about to show you. Here goes this Aboriginal lady who about to show you that she's indigenous to Belize and her people.
Archaeological site of Alton Ha, that is not the true name of the city. We do not know because no hieroglyphic writings were discovered here. No steles, which are some large slabs of stones that the Mayans did writing on. So the name was given to it by the archaeologist that excavated the area, Dr. David Pendergast from the Royal Ontario Museum. And here dates back to around 200 years before Christ, and it lasted up until like 900 years after. When excavation was done, the archaeologists believed that this city was used mainly for trading. A lot of resources that we do not have in the country was actually discovered here at Alton Ha. Number one for the Mayans was jade. That green stone, jade, you cannot find it in the country. It comes all the way from the highlands of the Motagua Valley in Guatemala. How many of you have heard about the jade head? The jade head is the largest piece of carved jade object ever to be discovered throughout this Mayan world. That piece of jade weighs 9 3/4 pounds and it stands 6 inches tall. Now, to give you an idea of how important or how valuable that piece is, it is comparative to diamond. Think about yourself owning a piece of diamond weighing 9 3/4 pounds. Now, that jade head was found right here at this particular Mayan site, buried with an elderly priest. Now, also what they found here a lot were obsidian, which is a black volcanic rock. We do not have it here. The Mayans use it as sacrificial blades and as knives. What did the Mayans at this city here have that was very important to the others that they did not have? A lot of flint to make arrowheads, spearhead, lighting a fire. Also, because of it, the site is only about 6 miles away from the coast. Because of its close proximity, they believe it was used for the making of salt to preserve their food. And a lot of farming was done because the soil is very good. Some of the same stuff that we enjoy today was actually used back in the days of the Mayans. Their staple food was corn, avocado, chile pepper, different types of beans. Did you all know that the Mayans were the first to domesticate and introduce chocolate to the world? Did you know that? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so it was Cadbury, Hershey had nothing on the Mayans. The cacao bean was actually their form of money. Alright? And why they believe that the city now was used mainly for trading and not for bigger ceremonies is because no steles, as I mentioned, was found here or any bar court.
Alright, it's safe to say this lady, she know her stuff. She know her stuff. I got family from Belize. I know Creole speakers. I don't have to serpent culture of the ancient U.S. I don't have to emphasize on what's going on. It's nowhere in the world this lady know all what she know. And she's some goddamn African, man. You know, that lady Aboriginal in the video, she says she grew up in a village. She grew up in a village not too far from that site. She grew up in a dusty-ass Belizean village. Just not getting technology 30, 40 years ago. That means that they've been running around them pyramids all their goddamn life years ago. Because Belize never was conquered. They ran off the British and they got independence. This is Muskogee Creek Nation, Athlete of the Month, Arma. You know, one of our sisters mistaken as a goddamn African. Okay. So, let's deal with the Gulf of Mexico, Florida, West. All this was Florida. You see, Mississippi territory, Georgia secession, Chickasaws. We fighting. 1804. None of these people was in our land. You see, it's all a big lie. Muskogee is a people that's a Negro people. Okay, you see me with the golden skin. You feel me? Nobody's mad at dark skin. Nobody's saying that having dark skin is bad. Or don't call me African because my skin not dark. I wish I was darker. You know, it is what it is. But my thing is, I am who I am. And I'm not trying to adjust that for no African's vision. You know, or no Pan-African's beliefs. That's on you, brother. This brother he happens to have the team Kangaroos, man. Because he's Aboriginal. Do you know who this is? This is Walter Payton. Walter Payton of the Chicago Bears is Aboriginal. You did not know that, and that's on you. He always knew he was Indian. He never claimed to be no goddamn African. And I'm going from what I know, not following no goddamn Africans. Okay? So I'm just doing basic connections, man. So I'm going to crush the African dreams after I do the basic connections for the Aborigines. You know, they don't know nothing about Moors. You know, I'm Chief. Who is Chief Kalinago? You see, Charles William confirms as Chief Kalinago. Okay, let me see. Let's do this. It's Kalinago Chief in Dominica. So you got this dude, Chief Kalinago, look nothing like this nigga on the internet, man. You know, talking about he's some goddamn chief. The chief of the Kalinago is a real nationalist, not no goddamn internet nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Can you prove to me that Chief Kalinago is this nigga right here? That be on this internet talking about he a goddamn chief of the Kalinago? So you see how fake the goddamn Pan-Aboriginals are. You know, the Pan-Aboriginals is suspect as the Pan-goddamn African. Mabrika. You see Kalinago territory, you see the man with the damn braids or the dreads or whatever he got. You see the nice golden skin on the woman. I'm sure it's darker people. Look at the little boy in the background. The last 17 chiefs, Chief Petit Francois, Wakanik, Chief Joseph, Auguste. These are the chiefs of Kalinago. And what I'm saying, don't listen to the goddamn Aborigines of Dane Calloway. Don't listen to the Aborigines of the Africans of Pan Hotep. Do not be listening to them fucks, man. This is my land, man. Right here and right here. The Mississippi River is the longest river ever. It goes all the way up here to Canada. And this is where all our civilization was. Right here is mountainous terrain and desert area. So this is the most fertile part of America. This is Chattahoochee. This is Chattahoochee River. This is Apalachicola. And this is a forest preserve right in here for Apalachicola. This is Chattahoochee. It goes to Atlanta. You see that? This is where I'm at right here. You see this lake? This is where I'm at right here. You know, Tallapoosa. And this is where my people from. You see where Birmingham from? Right here is where my people is from. So you see, right here to right here, Mississippi, Mobile, where DeSoto was killed. This is no fucking way. This is 3 hours. So you can't tell me I don't know my land more than some goddamn Africa. Black God, Navajo mythology. We would not have a black God in Navajo mythology if we didn't think we was black. Now this is FIAAH in action of the Anasazi heritage. Her name is Ray Dean Amonra, and she talks for us. Not no goddamn Dane Calloway, man. Not no goddamn Dave Calloway, whatever the fuck this nigga name is, man. You understand me? He's motherfucking acting like a leader when he should just be shutting the fuck up and putting his videos out, not doing all this debating, because I'm starting to think he works for the Pan-Africans and he's gonna fall. He's gonna fall. When the head falls, the body fall, because the Pan-Americans, the Pan-Aboriginals follow Dane Calloway. When them fucks came on my video talking about Dane is the truth, you know, Dane is this Dane, man. Fuck Dane Calloway, man. Don't fucking play with me on my videos, man. And this shit is really Chicago about it, man. You understand me? This shit is real, man. A Negro family just arrived in Chicago from the rural South, not goddamn Africa. So, this is the pioneers of Chicago, my people. We know our land more than we know. There's some fucking Africans know our land, man. We know exactly who we are. Do not play with me, man, when it come to my people. We don't come from no goddamn boats of no Africa, man. Okay? So, we look the same then just like now. You see how our features is? You see a lot of people looking like this? We look just like this 100 years ago, not because of no damn mixing with no goddamn white people, man. You see how our babies look? Look at this, man. This is mother, father, and the baby come out light-skinned. So the hell with some Africans saying that we light-skinned or mixed. You feel me? But the fact of the matter is, if we so mixed, how the fuck are we African, man? We our own people, and the Africans need to butt the fuck out. The indigenous name of New Orleans is Shottashuma. Shottashuma. Red Sun and Chahata. I am Itzi Chahata. These is my people. We know exactly who we are. If you want to know our languages, I would be more than happy to share with you people. It's comedy, man. You Hoteps is comedy, man. You comedy. They stealing our fucking resources. Why you got our people thinking they some fucking Africans? You're a retard. You're a fucking retard. The Hebrews are retards because Esau is Jacob's brother. So you're all retards. He's your fucking brother, and you're saying the white man is the devil. That means you're the fucking devil. That's your brother. You feel me? And this dude right here was hacked to death. Isaiah Dorman died at the Battle of Little Bighorn. This nigga he's a civilized nigga who ran into Illinois and got his ass hacked up by the women. They killed his ass. They killed that nigga to death. Chopped this shit up for running up in some Aboriginal women's area trying to steal some shit. South Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay. So I'm done with the Pan-Africans. With the Aboriginals, because I didn't broke it down enough. I don't even need to prove no Moors is no damn Indians, because Moors is Hindus. And as I do this video, I am going to connect the dots anyway as I close out. This is not Kyrie Irving. This is the Panama World Cup soccer player looking just like the nigga. And he's Sioux. Kyrie Irving is Sioux. He's Sioux American. Look at the fairs wearing Indian woman. You feel me? Now these stupid looking niggas right here is talking about they Indian. Growing up in the 1620s, these is Wampanoag. This is Pocono people. Okay, American anthropologists. Come on, man, I got the facts. The Pueblos. Okay, I got the facts. You got a brother like this who cut his hair today, he's a Negro now because of these sucker ducks. These the Yurok people of California. Okay. It don't get Bannock War is in Illinois. It don't got nothing to do. The Snake River Plain, it don't got nothing to do with you people. You feel me? You Africans or whatever the hell you people are. I don't give a damn what you call yourself. Don't come over here calling us that shit. I will never apologize to no goddamn African or no goddamn European. You know, the people history of Florida. You see guns in our hands from 1513 to 1876. How Africans and Seminoles and women. I don't care if some Africans escaped and came to our land. That don't mean we know goddamn Africans. You know, get it right. So this was French land in 1802. And the Nova Scotia was the French, Latin-speaking people. And they was in here as farming. You know, we was farming for the Egyptians who was getting kicked out of their European lands going this way. So in 1802, there was no white people here ever. If you see right here, this is all our land. So that means we didn't know nothing about no white people. So 400-500 years of slaves is some bullshit. We don't know nothing about that shit. All we know is the top 5 countries with the most fresh water on earth is Brazil, the United States, and Canada. Also Russia. We got more fresh water than Africa. So we not Africans. We don't know shit about that shit. These is the Creek Wars in my land off the Coosa River, Tallapoosa River, and the Chattahoochee River. We was fighting in 1800s. So how the fuck we was some slaves Pan-Africa? How we was some slaves Pan-Africa? Okay. The Fiji native of Terra del Fuego encountered during the voyage of the Beagle in 1830. How we were slaves if this is what they was looking at in 1830, man? Answer yourself that. Creek woman in prison in 1945, Georgia State Prison. Another Creek. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. They calling us savages. They fucking us up. But look at our houses. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this Aborigine thing. I'm gonna do this is where they get the Israelites from. I'm gonna do another part 2 to the exposing the Aborigines. I'm just doing a rundown. Let me get out of here and let me get to the Pan-Africans, man. I'm gonna get to you Aborigines because I don't want this video to be too long. So let me get to the Pan-Africans. Let me close out on the Pan-Africans. I did Dane Calloway. I did New Age Aborigines and a little bit of Pan-African. Let me do a little bit of more Pan-African. Let's get these damn Pan-Africans and then I can get out the door with IsRasAmRasElite. Okay. Aboriginal skeletons found in America. Humans did not evolve from a single population in Africa, researchers suggest. Okay, we have the Australian Aboriginal symbols found on mysterious 12,000-year-old pillar in Turkey. Aboriginal Asiatics in Turkey, which is right by Pakistan and Arabia in Asia Minor. Now let's deal with this. These maps. We have North America on the equator. We have North Australia, Amazon on the equator, even Greenland. Okay, so now we have Northern Europe, Siberia, Congo. These fucking freaks are from the tundra. We probably kicked these niggas out up here with them and the albinos, and they probably came and invaded us because we on the Sut. We is on the equatorial, and we also on the black soil where you can get good growth. So these freaks is coming down here lying, the Africans and the damn Europeans, trying to say that we are all Africans from some single out of Africa hope. So until every fossil on each continent, island, and under the seafloor is recovered and examined, the out of Africa theory remains a theory, a very poor theory at that. All right. So according to scientists, Homo neanderthalensis male looks like this. Not no damn white Neanderthal. The Africans are always trying to say the Neanderthal is the white man, but the African can't use his brain to realize that the first Neanderthals had melanin or eumelanin. Okay. So we know the Ring of Fire is in the Pacific Ocean, right? So this is the game breaker for the Pan-African. We have the largest volcano archipelago on Earth is the Ring of Fire in the center of the Pacific Ocean, where the Easter Island Rapa Nui Kilauea built an island. So that means on these boats, they traveled from somewhere to the island, and I'm certain if they traveled to the center of the Ring of Fire, where a new island is born every day, they was able to go here, they was able to go there, they was able to go here and there. They are the kings of the ocean, not the dumb Africans that they telling you about and the dumb Europeans who came to steal our stuff later and rename us African, which is what we are not. No goddamn Africans, man. First ancient Americans were black. African Union. Okay, so let's get to the Pan-Africans. Okay, the Out of Africa story is a lie. Australopithecus africanus and Australopithecus afarensis and Paranthropus aethiopicus are early apes. So if you call yourself Ethiopian and African, Drew Ali was right. You are defaming yourself. You're taking away your rights and your true essence and heritage. You're not no damn Africans, man, or Ethiopians, man. They lying to you, man. They lying to you, man. The active volcanoes. I don't know if you know what an active volcanoes is in the plate tectonics and the Ring of Fire. I don't know if you know about that, but it's in the Pacific Ocean hotspot. It's not in Africa. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a hotspot in Ethiopia, but it's not like this. The Ethiopians know about it, but it's not like this in the Ring of Fire. You know, it's volcanoes in Atlanta. Don't get me wrong. And in Europe, it's volcanoes. But the most in the world is the Ring of Fire hotspot, Hawaiian hotspot, where new islands are born every day. Okay? So I'm going to get to this on the part 2 of the Pan-Aboriginals of Dane Calloway. But right now we have the Africans drinking up out the cow. This is why they was kicked up out of India. You see the cow? You feel me? This Sumerian religion is the Africans, Egyptians going into Ethiopia now because they was kicked out of India. You know, with the giant goddamn cows. Okay? So these is what the Indians look like, and they not gonna claim your black African ass just because you saying these people mix. You claim they mix, they just gonna say we not claiming you. You are African. They really believe we can trace their ancestry from a sample of their saliva, but mtDNA can only be used to trace one line or 0.2% of their. That's funny just reading that, man. These people dumb. Okay, Pan-Africa. Okay. Who lived in America 50,000 years ago? Sculpted tablets recently discovered in Mexico. And I told you Mexico and Muskogee, Mexico, Muskogee, it's a chata. It's a people. We call ourselves the same Asati as the Mexicans. Prehistoric civilization on the American continent founded by colonizers from the lost motherland of Mu in the Pacific Ocean. So we dealing with stuff like this while some Africans talking about they came over here on some boats with some damn Europeans. We've been on boats by our goddamn self. Way before some goddamn Africans. Okay? Let's get up out of here. Out of Africa is a lie. And Homo sapiens are part ape. Don't let them lie to you. I'm on top of it. You know, you refer to me when you need the information that you need to get past the goddamn Pan-Africans. Because we have Moors in Africa and Zanzibar, Madagascar, Cameroon. The Moorish Islamic people of Nigeria are not no goddamn African slaves from Arabia. Arabia, Maghribia means the damn Maghrib, West. It's no such thing as Arab. It just means West. This is my dad. He's the father of the gangster disciples in Chicago. So if we have one of the largest organizations on earth for mobilizing against white supremacy, how in the fuck you think I'm gonna let an African tell me anything about me? And a damn new Aboriginal. We Moors and we love Islam. The Fez and Kufi, just like many Moors, are Aboriginal and indigenous to North America too. So this is head dress for North Americans. Even the Kufi was found in America. And that's why we connect the Indians with Moors, because Indians are Hindus and Hindus are Sufik and Sufik is Muslim and Moors is majority. The leaders of the earth. And we are majority on the water too. Not only are us Moors on the lands as Nagas, as Naga serpents, we also is on the water too. Don't get it twisted like we didn't have the #1 military ever. This is just for the Moors. See the Fezes? We know who we are. We've been fighting. So don't let the Aborigine Michael Hampton, African Americans ain't African, Michael Hampton. Don't let this nigga scare you, man. You see this damn nigga, man? If you never knew who this joker was, you're gonna know today. This is Michael Hampton, a nigga with his own YouTube channel. African American. I'm talking about a fucking drunk ass ex-Chicago gangbanger who probably got some nephews and cousins who will rough something up. But you know, I'm not scared of him because you already know I'm all well, nigga. You know what it is. You know how we roll. I rolls with Almighty. 4 corner hustles. I know many GDs, growth and development, black development. I'm from Woodlawn. It is what it is. If any Chicago African American ain't African member won't smoke. Stop talking about Moors and doing videos about Moors, you idiots. And the more, I already had an argument with this, hated debate with this nigga, and I won. I beat this nigga. So he's an agent to me, nigga. You know. So I don't trust none of these niggas that follow this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about none of them. You know. That's on them. Because they say Moors are not Indians, when Indians is a particular culture. When we wear the turban and the feather. You understand? We wear the turbans with the feathers coming up out of it. So we know exactly who we are. So Indians and Moors are synonymous because Moors is Hindus at a Nagamoraya. The Nagamoraya, okay? So Blackamoor and Nagamoraya is same or similar, man. So don't follow, what's the man name? Michael Hampton. Don't follow that idiot indigenous one because he did a video on Moors with his Asiatic mucus eyes. You know, don't follow these damn dummies, man. You know, because they want to distance themselves from civilization as Aborigines. So they don't have that supreme protection like a Moorish Indian. because Moorish is on the water with the Navy boats. Moorish is on the land with the Naga serpent technology of the light. Okay, the light. You know, we are together with the Moors. The Israelites is IsRasAmRasElite, and we are definitely with IsRasAmRasElite, man. You already know that. Don't play with that, because the sun is Ra, and we rolling, and we rolling, and we shaking, and we shaking. So, I showed you Queen Ranavalova of the Marina Kingdom, right? Did I show you the Marina Kingdom of Madagascar? Marina people. It's the largest ethnic group in Madagascar, Kingdom of Imarina, Fajakana Marina. Okay. And it is ran by Rana Valona. Adriana Pointer Marina was not a white man. Don't worry about his picture. I have a picture of him. And this sister vowed to keep Christianity out of country. Marina, Madagascar are Austronesian speakers. And they are Indian. Now, I showed you the Aymara of America. And I showed you the Mariana. Raya Empire. Naga. Say, what is the Maurya Empire known for? They are known for iron smelting. These people are the first to be able to build the large buildings in Sumeria, Babylon. Okay? This is those people, man. This is the Naga Maurya of Nagamaya. So I look up Naga, and then I get up out of here, man. This is who the Hellenists was fighting with the elephants. And they talking about Hannibal brought the elephants. No. It was the Indians. And they are liars, man. They are all liars, man. Don't fall for the trickery. I prove to you the Mauryan exists. The Mauryan Empire in Indian history was reigned by the rulers from the Mauryan dynasty. So Maurya and India is the same. And the Maya through Rongo is the same. Marungan. Let me go back. So, remember Rongo in Hindu script is the same. I proved it in this video. Marungan. I know you asking, why does he know all of this stuff? Marungan. Okay. You see these looking people? Dambal Guayan Dangang Marungan songs. You see these people? I don't have to show you what they look like. Okay, the Marungan and Mara in Australia are the same in India. And the Jingnang people, Marungan, Meniaring, Pama Nayungan, okay, is the black people. Marungan brought civilization to India. Where did Marungan get his script from? Rongo. Where did Rongo get his script from? The Americans. Okay, so we've been civilized from day one. So I broke it down. Marungan is Toth. Oh, they're not going to let me see if Toth is Marungan? Cool. Toth the Atlantean. Okay. The emerald tablets is not no goddamn emerald tablets. It is put on jade. I let you see the woman of Belizean descent break down the jade found in North and Central America in Belize and Tofty, Atlanta. He brought the tablets over there to India 38,000 years ago, and he civilized India. Indian civilized Amharic. Hindu civilized not Phoenician, but Ethiopia. Ethiopia civilized Shumam and Bumam. This is the groundbreaker for Africans, and this video is over. Shuman and Bumam. Okay. You have what? Shumam. It might be Shumam. Let's say Shumam and Buman. It might be Buman. Okay. Amharic, Shumam and Bumam is the Congolese script that the Africans are trying to say that they are civilized from. Let's say. Okay. Okay, Shumam script. That should do it. Shuman script. Okay, it's Bamum. Bamum and Shumam. Let's break this down. Okay. Let's go back. I can just read that. Time period. Okay. Bamoun or Bamoun, also in its French spelling Bamon, is an eastern grassfield language of Cameroon with approximately 420,000 speakers. The language is well known for the origin script developed by King Noya and his palace around 1895. Okay. Some people from Ethiopia, they came down to civilize the Central Africans because they were about to get exterminated. Because based on the fact that they were savages, the Europeans were going to exterminate all of them. So they gave them script. Bamoun is a direct descendant of the ancient African Thinite script. African scholars and dignitaries tell European fantastical stories about them making these writing systems in their dream in order to protect their true legacy from bastardization. In reality, most of the writing system of African originated and were refined in secret societies. Okay. These people got this in like 1903, right around the time Nigeria became a British protectorate. So, this is actually Amharic. Let me show you. It's Amharic. Hopefully it show up because I recorded it. Amharic, Ge'ez, Ethiopic, Ge'ez, Shumam. Okay, I'm not gonna get it right here. Ge'ez, okay. The Wiley Blackwell Companion, Amharic, Ethiopian, Meritoric, Shumam. Alright, I can't do that right here, but let me get out of here so I can close out this video. The Bamum language is connected to Amharic. I'm going to do a part 2 to prove it, or if anybody got questions asked, you can dispute it and I'll prove it because I screenshot and I save it all to my files. So there's no way around it. Alright, I'm ending this video on the Pan-African proof that no one's an African and Africans are sellouts. And I already connected the Indians with Moors, right? I did my job, right? So let's end this video with the Lasuka. How could I get to the... Where is this proof at? Evidence. It might be Done Our Solutions. Let's go to Done Our Solution. Done Our Solutions. Where you at? Where are you, Dunny? Done Our Solutions. Here we go. Okay. Did you New Wapians know your leader had herpes? And he said Canaan curse was herpes? Aha. So you damn Africans. Dane Calloway. Dane Calloway is a chief. His uncle was a chief. Jabari. We coming for you, Jabari. Coming for you, Jabari. Hawaiian queen. Mardi Gras queen. Alright, let's get to this, man. Let's get to the close out on the Pan-Africa. Okay, I showed you that the Easter Islanders, they went into Central Pacific and built Easter Island. The Lasaku Sea Warriors were 19th century warrior subculture and pre-colonial state. That means no colonists of European descent was ever in Bao and Fiji. The Sea Warriors were instrumental in spreading Bao's political power throughout the South Pacific archipelagic islands. The rise of the imminent island of Bao amongst other embryonic states was due mainly to the projection of sea power. So they wouldn't have no damn sea power unless they had these sailboats. Right in the Pacific Ocean, you see our housing dwellings. We can build more than some fucking African mud huts. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the Africans, but you shouldn't be disrespecting us. And you see what Ratu, Laola Lodravu, Tubuana Koro look like. I named my son after him. You see what he looked like. You know, I'm not saying if he a sellout, if he a real nigga, but I showed you the Vuna Valu of Bao pick. These people were on the sea and they more Muslim. And if you see what Ratu Saru Apanisa, Kakubau Vanuvalu of Bao looked like in 1852, was one of the rulers, looking like Bill Cosby. And you see Ratu Gavidi Lasaku chief 1840s, Muslim Moors up out the Pacific Ocean, crushing the dreams of the Pan-Aborigines who saying Moors come from Africa. They claim they Melanesians, the goddamn Pan-Aboriginals, but they don't want to claim these people in the Pacific Ocean, and I'm about to connect them to America, and I'm closing this video out. Alright, you see what the brothers look like, right? Afroed out like me and my people, and we had boats while you was getting your head cracked in Africa. When you was getting your head cracked in Africa, right, we was on boats in the Pacific Islands. See, these is the marina people of Madagascar with this Mexican stuff on that you claim is Mexican. And the Aymara in South America was just wearing those clothings. This is Marina Kingdom. So this is Marina Kingdom in Madagascar. Now let's go back to Aymara. And I can close this video out. Aymara Indians. Okay. Aymara. Let's do images. Did you not just see the Marina? This is South America. You see the colorful clothing they wearing? You see the colorful stuff they wearing? I don't give a damn that they look like, you know, the white people. We more comparative to the Zulu South American Khoisan people than we are to the, you know, other people. This is our stuff in South America. Same people. Moorish stuff. Aymara and Marina Kingdom. It's all connected. The Khoisan, Kushan, Ashoka, Zulu people is all connected to Azania and India. We are our Pacific people, Stone Age people, ironclad people, and they've been lying to you. You see the colors? You go back to the marina. Let's go back to the marina, baby. Marina, 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 marina. And you see the straw hats. So we all are people, one world nationalities. So, you know, get on top of that, man. All right. I don't need to show no more proof. Okay, yes I do. I have to close out on the marina people, do I? No, I have to close out. I have to close out on the... Okay, what did I say I was going to close out? Okay, I was going to prove that the Pacific people was in America before the Africans and the, what you call them? The Europeans that they love so much. So I can, okay. This is the language of my people in Alabama, and I'm studying it, and I'm learning every alphabet so I can help you. And I'm also connecting this language to the Atzati in Mexico. You see the proof that I got of our language? So they're going to say that, where's their languages at? You know, so that's on them because I got it, and I'm studying. The more and more I read this, the more and more it's going to be in my memory, and the more and more I can become it again. You know, so I'm just showing you my Alabama language and Muskogean language that is connected to Tuskegee, and Tuskegee, Tuscaloosa is connected to India and what you call Fiji. Okay, what you call Fiji. Gupta is what inspired Egyptian up out of India. They went into Egypt. Okay, so don't listen to them people, man. So let me close this out. Okay, the Black Gods and White Gods, Classism, Alabama Listing Series. Okay. I said what I was gonna do. I was gonna close out with the Indian Fijian connection. Remember, I proved that the Australian Aborigines in the Indus Valley DNA is the same. Fijian is the same as Australian Aboriginal. Now I'm going to show you that them people is in America. So the Mexican queen bitch on Garfield channel disrespecting us, and the dumb Aboriginals who don't want to claim Moors, this is for you. This information is for you. This is the close out. This is the close out on your head, you dumb Aboriginals. This is the close out on your head, nigga. This is the close out. This is your head. You know. Hold on, man. A boot on the head. A boot on your head. Pick. Let's do that first. Images. Okay, Aborigines. And the Pan-African. This is the boot to your motherfucking face, nigga. You know, you Dane Calloway following ass niggas. You know, you take this boot to your motherfucking head, Michael Hampton, an indigenous one, and Chief Sagamore, Chief Kalinago, Chief Riverfire, all you bitch ass chiefs. Nigga, I stuck with my Moorish roots, nigga, for a reason, because I got the facts, nigga. This boot is to your head, because I'm not going to unite with no niggas that's disrespecting people. Moors never disrespected nobody. But right out the gate, notice how Sara Suten Seti and Michael Hampton and all these other fucks be disrespecting Moors. So the boot to your fucking face, nigga. You know, my facts over your fucking, your illusion, nigga. You know, now let's do this. A glimpse of history, Vindovi, the Fiji cannibal chief of Wilkes exploring expedition. Vindovi, chief of Rewa. They are Rapa Nui and Kilamaui, and also believers in Ra, just like anybody else. Now listen to what I'm about to read to you, man. It's getting critical. You see the pick in his afro, and his Amerifro, I mean. Perhaps one of the least known of the 172 islands in the San Juan Islands, Vindovi Islands. One of the least known. 7 miles north of Anacortes in Skagit County. Situated between Güemes and Lumi Islands, Vindovi Island has just over 220 acres of land and 13,000 feet of shoreline. With a population of 2. Vindovi was a privately owned island until its purchase for $6.4 million by the San Juan Preservation Trust in 2010. Vindovi Island was named by Charles Wilkes, commander of the U.S. exploring expedition, for a Sabbath chief of the Fiji Islands. Vindovi, chief of Rewa, had been targeted by the expedition as the man responsible for the 1833 murder and cannibalism of the crew of the U.S. whaling vessel. So the U.S. was taking whales up out of the waters of the chief Rewa of the Vindovi Islands in 1833. So this man captured the ship and he killed 8 U.S. whaling vessel seamen, and he supposedly ate one because according to Timor and Indonesian legend, the Fijians were cannibals, which is a damn lie. And if even it was, I don't give a damn what they did with your dad ass body, you in their land. At the time of his death, Vindovi had been a captain for nearly 2 years, a powerful chief when he was arrested by the expedition. Vindovi had led a regal life with 50 wives and more than 50 slaves. His great hairdo grown daily by 12 personal servants. His afro was grown by 12 personal servants, became entangled and filthy after his capture, and was soon cut off by the expedition barber. Granted the run of the ship, he became a well-respected member of the ship company during his time aboard. Regal and quite haughty in manner, particularly to those natives encountered during his time with the expedition, Vindovi was particularly dismissive of the Lumi and other local Indian tribe, refusing to acknowledge them in any way. The expedition, that means he knew of the neighboring islands. He knew what was going on in his region of where he ruled. The discovery of Antarctica, the first map in the survey of the South Sea Islands, and the first charts and maps of the Pacific Northwest, including the inland waters of Washington, were among the signal accomplishments of this first expression of American naval power. So they learned of Antarctica from this man. If this man knew of Antarctica, ain't no telling what else this man knew. He was very powerful, and he looked like us on America. Now let's find out where the fuck the Vindovi Island is, because this man is Indian, because Fijian and Indian is synonymous, and the New Age Aboriginals do not claim to be Moors or Moorish, so they cannot be Indian. You understand what I'm getting at with the New Aboriginals? Now let's find out where the hell is the San Juan Islands in North America, right? That's a powerful Fijian chief on some goddamn islands, right? Alright, you see where the San Juan Islands is in Anacortes. The San Juan Islands are an archipelago in the U.S. state of Washington, known for rural Pacific Northwest landscapes and wildlife. Horseshoe-shaped Orcas Island, one of the main islands, is home to Moran State Park's old growth forest and Mount Constitution. This is probably what Moors been running to away from these Europeans for fucking ever, man. You know, Latin and Moran State Park. Okay, you're not Moors and you're not Latin, you're not Indian. Your game has been exposed, New Age Aboriginals of Dane Calloway, because this is in America, and this man was running it in 1833, proving that the Aboriginal Indians was in America, crushing the Pan-Africans, crushing the Pan-American fake Aboriginals, and enlightening and furthering IsRasAmRasElite's cause. So thank me later. This video is over. Out of Africa is a lie. Homo sapiens are part apes. New Age Aboriginals under Dane Calloway is a lie because they are too young to know anything. And IsRasAmRasElite is number one at the information that he's sharing with you. You understand what I'm saying? He is number one, man. And he should be treated like that. He should be treated as number one when it comes to the research of exposing these half-ass, half-caste wannabes. You know, because the world's first civilizations were all black, all over the world. Pastoral Kushan spoken in South America is the so-called Jesus people, the More Amara of Ethiopia. When they conquered the Ethiopian Amara, they came here to conquer them in America because we united both areas. The Lasako Sea Warriors was busting European head. The Marina Kingdom busting people head in Madagascar, Marina Madagascar, Mexicali in Mexico, busting heads. Alabama, we've been busting heads with Tuscaloosa, fighting back, killing DeSoto. The Africans never win nothing. You know, they never fight back. Congo Alfonso Christians. So remember Our Lady Rana Valona was busting the head of the goddamn Christian. Alfonso, one of Congo. You see this fucking Christian member Nzinga, So I see these fucks putting the picture up on the damn internet about Nzinga, Queen Nzinga. These fucks don't know these Christians was getting burned by Marina Kingdom in Madagascar. So you got the Congo not too far from Madagascar, and we burning these fucks alive, man. Because they the ones who helped the Africans get to America. Google Alfonso the First of Congo and Alfonso the Third. These are the people who brought in the Christianity, man. You don't know nothing about them. And Alfonso is the one who brought the Christianity from Ethiopia. Menacongo Alfonso, the greatest king of the Congo, 1506 to 1545, because he worked with the Portuguese to bring Christianity to the kingdom. A African. That's why Africans and African Americans are our goddamn enemies. And that's why they want you to not recognize Moors. And that's why the Dane Calloway Aborigines don't want you to recognize Moors, because they are all together to fight against Moors, because we own everything. We are number one. We are majority. Now that I proved that the Africans, Alfonso is a goddamn Christian who brought the Christians in to help fight the Moors. We know that the Africans are sellouts. We not claiming them fuck. I don't give a damn how dark their skin is. And I don't give a damn about the New Age Aborigines because they don't claim Moors. And this is who we've been fighting. The damn Africans. Right here in America in 1543. Right around this time is when the fuck DeSoto got here. Remember DeSoto came to my land? DeSoto was African. DeSoto was African, man. DeSoto was African, okay? Okay? Affluent African-American community, DeSoto, Texas. Okay, DeSoto was African explorer with Garrido. Okay, Hernando DeSoto, remember they say Spanish? They show you that stupid shit. Okay, Estevanico was with... Also, Black Spanish explorer was with DeSoto. So, we dealing with an African, man. We dealing with a fucking African. They gonna show you these weak-ass mulatto pics. But it's gonna be some that show that this nigga was an African who brought his monkey ass over here. You know. He brought his monkey ass over here, the Africans, to destroy the Moors. And I'm gonna show you the Moors that these Africans came to destroy. Check it out. Check it out. Okay, Moorish Oasis. In Florida. Okay. Florida Opaloka. Okay, images. Okay, this is Florida Opaloka. These Moors been here, and if you Muslim, the Christians come to conquest you. No doubt about it. The damn Aboriginals don't know shit. The Africans is nothing but invader rapists who want to rape our golden brown women. This is what the Moors left right here in America. You don't go study this stuff because you a goddamn African. You a goddamn mixed up European like Dane Calloway. You fucked up in the head and I'm not fucking with you. And that's why I made the video saying I'm not fucking with you. Because the Moorish are the people who've been helping us like John Baptiste de Sable, the French-speaking Nova Scotia. Them people been helping us, and there's no damn way we gonna turn our backs on them when they kept us from getting exterminated. We rolling with the Moorish. We rolling with the Moors. We appreciate you, Moors. You know, we never gonna give up on the struggle. Moorish, Israelites, and Aborigines should be number one at all time. Now, Jeremy Samuels, Pensacola. Okay, Jeremy Samuels. Okay. Let's do Pensacola Moorish architecture. Okay, we got my man Jeremy Samuel, who did the book on the Moorish of Pensacola. You know, connecting the Indian Moorish of Pensacola. Okay, let's do the him. And we're going to do out of this video, because it took me too damn long to do this. Okay, Estevanico was a African Moor who came over to steal. He's a stealer, a Pittsburgh stealer. He's a thief. You know, he's a goddamn thief. The Moorish ancestors of Pensacola, these Africans coming over here blending in with the white people as pilgrims, stealing our stuff. You know, the man right here, he write the book to connect, you know. So, we got it right here. We have the earthen adobe in Acoma Pueblo, New Mexico and Colorado looking just like the ones in Morocco. So it's okay that we have the buildings looking just like the Africans, but you need to know them Africans as Moors. When you see us dressing up like North African Moroccans, it's because we are Moor. We're not dressing up like no African because they not dressing up at all. We don't want to be called no African who drinking no cow blood because we Moor. Now you see the man with the Almazar on his head, just like Tuscaloosa. I believe this is I don't even know if this is Oklahoma, but it's somewhere in America. And this is one of the pictures the Aboriginals like to use, but they don't want to show you this man right here looking like a Moor in the back. And they don't want to show you that. Estevanico looking to steal. Damn African stealer. Okay. The Gideon Andalusia in Pensacola, right on the river of Pensacola. We have artifact proof of Moors here. And I don't even give a damn if they are sellouts. At least I'm proving Moors was here. And I think these the Moors who was kicked out of Europe. Or these could be the Moors, or they can be Africans dressed as Moors. Either one, because you have Alfonso who was bringing Christianity. Now, if they were bringing Islam, they are not sellouts, because over here we are Islam. We are Islam. We love Islam, and we love the Israelite technology and science of the higher self. We love the Israelites' Puritan religion and the Saints' religion. New Orleans Saint, chapter Achuma, New Orleans Saint. All the perverts came here to rape us. They came to rape us. You see the Saint, because the Saint religion was here. The Mardi Gras, all that was here. And I pretty much showed you what I needed to show you. Part 2 coming. And I appreciate you for watching me. Thank you very much, my people. You need to deal with this facts, man. Go read Jeremy Samuel's book. Go and read more about Marar, Archipelago, Florida, Negro Fort, Florida. Go and learn about it, man. Go and learn about who we really are in the Mississippi, man. As far as Moorish on the boats and the canoes. Alright? So, don't be slipping around listening to no damn new Dane Calloway Aborigines. And don't be slipping around, messing around with them new damn Pan-Africans. And, you know, the dumb people. Deal with the truth. Is IsRasAmRasElite is the source for the information that you're going to be, using to counteract Pan-Africa Garfield, Unc Dagger Squad, and what's his name? Jabari Shabazi now. Okay. I'm not going to blame the man. What's the man named Sinetta? Because he just got a camera in their face making them look stupid. And I hope he getting paid. I hope Dane Calloway is getting paid because they all scammers. They want the money. And the more money they get out of you fucks, I'm happy about that. They need to get as much dollar as they can up out of you because you stupid. You want to pay them, for whatever reason is on you, man. That's on you. That's on you for wanting to pay people for information that is already for the free, and I'm Supreme Cobra Command because I'm on their head and I'm not gonna let the fuck up. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, me letting up. Don't think that it's gonna happen because I'm bringing this Israelite science next in my next video, and that's why I say I was gonna touch down on M.C.I and IsRasAmRasElite and what's the difference between us and them fucking Ethiopians that's lying. And these Christian Congo niggas, sub-Saharan, the African, listen to me, man. Listen to what I'm telling. The European is telling on the Pan-African by saying you are sub-Saharan because he brought the sub-Saharan over here to mix out your genes. Now you have sub-Saharan genes. Plus they sent the Liberian people over there and the Sierra Leone people over there who got your genetics, man. You understand what IsRasAmRasElite now? IsRasAmRasElite is bringing the truth. Okay? And now I can close this video out like a very happy man. Okay. Ra is the father of the universe, and I am his chosen. You know what I mean? Ra is the father, and he burning them with melanoma, and he fucking exposing the African right now, and he exposing the Pan-African. Because we got you melanin and pheomelanin. But the African, he got the eumelanin, but he has animal DNA. He has animal DNA. So this is the third eye inside the brain. All you gotta do is focus the light. Focus the light on them fuck, and pretty much you IsRasAmRasElite once you know how to absorb the light. And this is Peru Inca, and me with the light, IsRasAmRasElite. I got the light in my hand. I can hold the light. And this is my indigenous cousins. None of us look like them fuck. And that's why it is IsRasAmRasElite. 666 Elijah. 666 IsRasAmRasElite. Who is chosen to drop the information on your head. Now I want to give special thanks, shout outs to Yusuf Douglas, Blackfoot Soldier Network in America, and the Yaqub Muslims for dropping the information on the Ra's chosen elite and the supreme leader Ra. The supreme deity Ra is Ra the Supreme, who is responsible for allowing us to absorb this ultraviolet light without burning like the goddamn European. So arise and walk in Ra's light, because Ra is one of the most important deities in Egyptian mythology. The sun god Ra of Rapa Nui, of Easter Island, Amun Ra. Others say that he was the only god, but he is the supreme god in America too. And I'd like to say thank you, and please research. Alright. Let me see how long this video was. Alright, what up? I'm gonna do this video right quick about white supremacy and IsRasAmRasElite, the great battle. Alright. Okay. I did not just do this video. Yeah, shit, bro. This whole shit, bro. Man, shit, bro. Hey, what up? I was busy.